I know I mess up all the time. I'll never be perfect for you. No. Believe and pray, that's all I can right now. Crying for you, waiting for you to come set me free. Be with me, walk with me. Every day I'm pushing harder and harder. It's not working. Hear me one more time.
Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. On our past session, we're learning about success, and on the first topic, we'll discuss on the reasons why we fail. Before we move on to the points, let us define success and failure. And there's so many people who have different views on success, different definitions, and I would like you to watch the video below, and that will give you a clear view about success.
In our societies, we use the word success a lot. And we think we know just what it means: money, status, fame and power. But take a look in the dictionary and things start to look, thankfully, a lot more complicated. Because success is, in truth, rather more neutral and less value-laden than we tend to assume. It just means doing anything well, excelling at something. And that might encompass a lot of different activities. Running 100 meters for sure. Selling your app for a lot of money, okay. But also stranger, less heralded things, like listening a lot, very attentively to a child, or being extremely kind to strangers, or filling your mind with interesting ideas and associations, or knowing just when to put an arm around someone when it's too much for them. People who triumph here are also big success stories. No one can be successful at everything. Whatever they tell us, it's almost impossible to succeed with career and with family, or with popularity and integrity. There are always sacrifices. It's great to be successful. It's even better to make sure you followed your own distinctive and not necessarily always obvious path to the success that can truly fulfill you.
So what is success and how do you define success? This is one of my most popular web series, Boss in the Bentley. On my way to the meeting, this is what I do. I answer your question. And today I'm going to answer the question, how do you define success? People ask me all the time, Dan, how do you define success? What is your definition of success? Or how do you view success in general? I think over the years, I look at success differently. Over the years, I think that view has changed. At first, when I was young, I thought getting my first job, that was success, right? Getting into college, that was success. Or being able to buy my mom, a nice birthday gift, that was a success. Or starting my own business, that was success. But I think over the years, I think that has changed. One of the best definitions I've heard when it comes to success is by Earl Nightingale. And that is, success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. I'll say that again. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal or goal. I think when it comes to success, some people might think, when I make a certain amount of money, then I'm successful. I make $500,000, then I'm successful. When I make $1 million, I'm successful. When I bought the dream house, then I'm successful. When I landed a dream job, then I am successful. I look at success differently. I think success, my definition of success, is not the only definition, just my definition. I think all success really is this, is having a predetermined plan. A predetermined plan and executing it successfully over a long period of time and having fun doing it. I'll say that one more time. All success really is having a predetermined plan and successfully executing that plan over a long period of time and having fun doing it. It is that simple. Let's say you want to lose weight. You're 200 pounds. You want to get to 180 pounds. And you have a predetermined plan. You're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna work out, you're gonna go on a diet, and you're working towards that plan. You're executing that plan successfully over a long period of time, could be 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you're losing weight from 200 pounds to 190 pounds to 180 pounds, and having a blast doing it, and having a lot of fun during the process. That, to me, in my book, that's a success. That's a successful person. Maybe you're a single parent, that you're raising a child, right? And you have a predetermined plan, and you're raising that kid, and you're nurturing that child, and eventually she goes to school, and you're teaching him or her the life principles. Being a single parent, I think that is a success. It has absolutely nothing to do with money, because I thought, buying that car, buying that house, or going on that vacation and making that millions of dollars, that's not success. I'll give you a perfect example. A very good friend of mine, he owns a lot of franchises, a lot of different franchises in Canada. Very wealthy guy, has a lot of money, has a lot of car, a lot of toys. Well, the problem is he's been divorced 3 times. 3 times. The kids don't want to talk to him. He's actually kind of like a little bit borderline alcoholic. And you look at him, every time I see him, he is stressed out. He is not happy. All he could talk about is open up the next location, the next franchise. Open up that next location, make that X amount of dollars. But he's not happy. He goes home just by himself. Kids don't want to talk to him. Wife is not there. Is that a success? In my book, I don't think so. I don't think that's a success at all. I think that's a failure. It's in fact a very, very big failure. So I think money doesn't make you successful. Money just a way you measure by how much value delivered to the marketplace. So I think especially you young people, sometimes I talk to young people, think I make X amount of dollars, then I'm successful. It has nothing to do with that. Success is having a predetermined plan. The key word is plan, right? Executing it successfully over a long period of time, meaning having long-term vision, and then just having a lot of fun doing it. Having a lot of fun doing it. That's my definition of success. That's truly my definition of success. I think success is not a destination. Truly, it's not a destination that you ever reach. It is the quality of your journey. It is the quality of your journey. So share with me, comment below, what is your definition of success? How do you view success? Or does this give you a little bit more clarity? And maybe you say, you know what, Dan, I thought I wasn't successful. I thought I need $1 million, I need $10 million to be successful. With that definition, actually, you know what, Dan, I think I am pretty successful. And you are pretty successful. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with money. So make sure you comment below. And if this is the first time you're watching Boss and the Bentley series, hit the subscribe button. We upload multiple videos every single week. And make sure you check out my other playlists and check out the other Boss and the Bentley videos as well. Before we go, I want to leave you with one quote by Jim Rohn, which I love. Success is not something that you pursue. Success is something that you attract by the person that you become. And until next time, I'll see you in my banner.
And failure. Failure is lack of success, non-fulfillment, or it is the state of not meeting the desirable or the intended objective. On the first point, this is where the enemy tried to inject this phrase in our mind, that it is too hard, even when we are so determined to press on and to move on. We spend so much time thinking how hard it is. Who says it's going to be easy? No gain without pain. Every successful person has a painful story. If success was easy, everyone could have been successful. It is not meant for the faint-hearted, it is not meant for the lazy, but it is meant for those who want it as bad as they want to breed. You have to seek a strong will. I always have one principle that has always helped me. Yes, deep inside my heart, I know it is hard, but I don't want to dwell on that. I don't want anybody to tell me it is hard. I believe that everything in life is possible so long as you're determined and you're willing to do it. You have to seek a strong will. Second point, this is where we are too impatient. We expect fast results. Many times we expect and want to see immediate results. Patience is not the ability to wait, but it is the ability to keep the right attitude while waiting. Why do I have to wait? Success is a journey, and it always starts with a failure. How many times have we failed in our careers, academics, relationship, business, or projects? At some point, you can start a project and you end up losing everything, meaning you have to start from zero. At times, we make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes. When people process fail, when we create a timeline, our mind can run wild when we don't meet the expectation. Impatience can make you feel desperate. Patience is a virtue. Taking Jesus as our example, imagine he went through pain, through a lot of agony, suffering, rejection. In the midst of all his trial, Jesus did not wander in the wilderness 40 days and 40 nights thinking over how it was. Instead, he withdrew in strength from his Father, and he came out in victory. Learn to enjoy your waiting by keeping the right attitude. How do I keep the right attitude? You will not let your challenges discourage you. Instead, you will stay positive by saying, despite of the challenges, I can do it, and I expect I shall win at the end of it. At some point, you have to ignore some things in life for you to move on. The third point, this is lack of ownership. Taking responsibility is the way you respond to the opportunity that God has placed in you. You must be motivated from within. People who must always have someone push them to do the right thing will never do anything great. And people who always want someone else to see them is when they do something right, will never go very far. At times, it always affects us in our workplaces, in the schools. We want our bosses, our teachers to push us to do the right thing. You have to be responsible. When you're responsible, you'll do the right thing, whether someone is watching you or not. You have to push yourself because nobody will push you. This is where you have to stop excuses and blame game. Excuses, avoiding what you should be doing to go ahead in life, can kill your ability to build an abundance of wealth and find your purpose in life. Nothing good has ever come from blaming and accusing others. This is why you have to take responsibility of your own mistakes. The fourth point, this is where we make wrong choices. No matter where you start, good choices will lead you to better life and bad choices will lead you to low quality of life. What are these choices? These are wrong companions, wrong spouses. You have to be careful when you choose your friends, when you choose your spouses. When you meet a wrong spouse, they will mislead you and it will destroy you. Wrong relationship will kill you. Choose your friends wisely. Be with a friend who can add value to your life, not someone who can mislead you and destroy you. We must have principles. Why must you have principles? Principles will help you to have good morals and good values. Highly moral people make excellent and ethical choices. It will also help you to have good standards. It will also help you to deal with exception, the routine. It will make you to be unique and special. You also have to choose what to hear. Why do we have to choose what to hear? Some friends or some people can give you wrong advices. Some will discourage you. But it's in your power to decide and make a choice. The fifth point, this is self-pity. Self-pity is a killer. Feeling sorry for yourself or exaggerating on one's own self-sorrow. At times we become so selfish and wonder why only bad things happen to us, forgetting that everyone has a challenge, everyone has a problem. We can't deny that bad things happen to us, they do happen. It's okay to cry, it's okay to feel sorry for yourself, but what is important is on how you react to them. I can choose to sit in perpetual sadness and dwell on my loss, pain and sorrow, or I can choose to rise from the pain and treasure the most precious gift I have. Self-pity is a choice. Some point you have to let it go and shake it off. The sixth point, these are the old habits. Getting stuck in the past or dwelling too much on our past mistakes. Everyone has a habit. Some are useful, some are destructive, some can destroy us. Breaking unwanted habits can be difficult, especially when we engage in them for a long period of time. But understanding how the habits are formed in the first place can ease the process. Note things like, when does the habitual habit happen? What time of the day? How do I feel? Are other people involved? Does it happen right after something? What are the effects? Why do I have to change? Changing is a process. You have to be patient. Everyone has a challenge. You have to be patient with yourself. Focus on your progress, not on your perfection. The seventh point is lack of focus. In life, there are so many things that we allow in our life to distract us. This is why you have to pay attention, your mind, and focus on something. And where do we get all these distractions from? We get them from the environment, from activities, phones, wrong companies, from lazy people, environment. We have lazy people around us. We have wrong friends around us. We have even TV, which can distract even your phone. Maybe you had planned to do something in a day at some point, and you notice something interesting in TV. Maybe your phone, a friend can text you. Maybe you want to take you out, and you find that you had planned to do something. Never allow such distractions. Quality of information. At times, the quality of information we get can distract us. Maybe we get wrong information from text messages, from rumors. Another thing that can distract us is our health issues. Medical reports, mentally or physically. Maybe you have been affected mentally. Maybe you have stress, you have depression. This can destroy you and you may lose your focus. Maybe you're physical. At some point, maybe you're sick, you're so down, you cannot do anything. This also can affect you. Dehydration. Not drinking enough water can cause headache, fatigue, and low mood. Lack of sleep. Lack of sleep can affect your ability to concentrate. It can affect your memory. Can also bring confusion and slow down your thought process. Hunger. Many studies show how bad hunger can affect us as students and even adults. It lowers your blood sugar, which quickly leads to fatigue and low energy level. The eighth point, this is lack of self-esteem. How do I feel about myself? Do I see myself as useless? Or do I see myself as someone who has no value? Or do I trust and believe in myself? Self-esteem, this is a person's overall sense of self-worth. It involves a variety of beliefs about self, such as your appearance, emotions, and behaviors. When you have low self-esteem, you tend to put little value on your opinions and ideas. Factors affecting us life experience. At some point, a child might have gone through abuse. It may be sexual or physical abuse. This may affect this child even in adulthood, because this child will grow up feeling guilty, shame, feeling useless, and may feel even the world has come to an end. It may not even see anything positive in life. Don't allow what you go through affect you. Another factor is about health, physical appearance. Mostly ladies, when maybe your face has a lot of pimples, maybe at some point you had an accident, it may make you feel ashamed of yourself. You may not like yourself. You may just hate yourself for that. Learn to appreciate, accept yourself, and love yourself. Another factor that affects our self-esteem is our attitude. You need to have a positive attitude about yourself. Never think negative about yourself. Never confess or talk negative about yourself. What if you talk negative by saying, I cannot do this, I'm just a failure? Instead, believe in yourself by saying, I can do it, I can make it, I'm strong, I'm brave. Reaction from others. When we are young, our feelings and about ourselves are heavily influenced by what people think about us, by how people treat us. We all deserve a good family, but some are unlucky to have unsupportive people around them, like maybe your parents, your guardians, maybe family members. Have this in mind. No one was created to be a failure. Everyone was given the ability to be successful. We are all unique in a way. And it is a sin if you disvalue yourself. God doesn't hate you when someone disvalue him or herself, because everyone was created in God's image and we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Even the scripture states that in Psalms 139 verses 13, for you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. The ninth point, this is why we compare ourselves with others. In life, everyone must have admired somebody. It's not wrong to wish to be like someone, to be like somebody because you admire. Everyone has a mentor. It is not wrong. But have in mind that you can never be that person. You can never. Why is it dangerous to compare yourself with others? Comparing yourself with another person allows them to drive your behavior. What are the effects? It can damage yourself, your sense of self-worth. It can lead to depression. It leads to envy, losing. It is a losing battle, definitely, because you can never be somebody else. It can create bitterness, resentfulness. Your time is limited. Never waste your time comparing yourself or living someone else's life. Everyone has a mission to accomplish, Everyone has an assignment on earth. Everyone was created for a purpose. That's why you can never be somebody else. You're just you. You're just unique the way you are created. You can never be somebody else. The 10th point, this is the fear of failure. This is when we allow fear to stop us from things that can move us towards our success, and we are likely to miss some great opportunities when we allow fear to affect us. Like, what are the causes of fear? One of the causes is like we have unsupportive parents, guardians. At times in life, maybe you are a child, they used to undermine you, call you names, humiliate you. This can make a child to grow in fear and even lack of a self-esteem and doubting him or herself a lot, that he may even fear to do something because of the words that were used against him or her. Like another thing that causes this fear is traumatic event. This, at some point in life, you might have failed terribly, and this may even make you to become afraid of failing and even trying some other new things. For example, a child maybe who had some learning difficulty in class, they always experience these from their fellow students. They laugh at them, some teachers criticize them. This may affect a child, and this child may even end up giving up and even fail to continue with his or her studies. Because another thing is doubt. Your attitude can affect you. Maybe you don't believe in yourself, you doubt yourself a lot, you're so negative about yourself, and you dwell on your weakness instead of dwelling on your strength. Another point is the excuses. This is why we have a lot of excuses. The strong find solution and the weak find excuses. So many dreams and goals died in the world. I'll do it tomorrow. If you wait until you have time, you'll wait for the rest of your life. You just have to create time. In life, at times, you have to sacrifice a lot. Naturally, human beings, you are lazy. And if you don't fight that, it can affect you. At times, you have to sacrifice even your sleep for you to do what you want to do. You have to also manage your time well. You have to be disciplined in managing your time. Excuses will make you focus on the negative side. Excuses make us blind to what might be right in front of us. Excuses shatter any chance you had of success. What are these excuses? I'm too old, I have no qualification, too busy, I have no time. Perfect time is now. You have to create time. Another excuse where you don't have money. Instead of thinking or maybe seeing on the limitation that you don't have money, you need to think of how can I get this money, or what can I do that can lead me closer to my objective. Another point where we love to please people. You cannot live the rest of your life by pleasing people. You can never be happy. It is the practice of doing things to keep others happy without considering your desire and choices. Many people live in bondage to please people, thinking that they're doing God's work. In reality, they have become a puppet to what other people say and demand, and we lose who we are, we become slave, and it also steals our joy. You cannot live to please anybody. Another point is attitude. Having wrong attitude can affect you. We have to be positive about everything. You have to fight negativity within you. where you have to think, always dwell on your mistake, think I cannot do it, you doubt yourself too much, you confess negative words about you. Do not try to give the devil an easy task when we confess negative things about us. We are created by our own words. You cannot confess negative things about yourself and you expect positive results. It cannot work. And you also have to do away with negative people around you. You cannot move on when you have wrong friends or maybe people around that criticize you. It's about time you have to do away with toxic people. For you to grow, at some point you'll have to do away with 90% of your friends. Do not engage with someone who tries to irritate or bring you down. Walk away from people who cannot see your worth, people who cannot see your value. Another point is not willing to do the hard work. In today's world, people want to be rich, want luxurious life, but we are not willing to do the hard work. We are lazy naturally. That's why we find ladies, we go for sponsors, sugar mommy, sugar daddies, and you find so many people getting Illuminati because we don't want to work hard, but we want to be rich. The Bible condemns laziness. Like when we read in Proverbs 10:4, lazy hands makes a man poor, but a diligent hands bring wealth. Don't sleep like you are rich. Work like you are broke. Another scripture condemns laziness in Proverbs 6:10. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of hands to rest, poverty will come to you like a bandit and a scarcity like a armed man. The last point, the 15th point, this is where we lose hope, lack of faith, because of lack of faith. This is why you stop believing that good things might be possible. You lose confidence. I always thank God for giving me the gift of knowing Him, and always thank God for giving me a mom who taught me about faith. This has helped me because there's so many times I failed or made mistakes. At some point I lost hope. But because I was praying, my mom was praying for me, and I used to read a lot, the scripture a lot, and God taught me that there's still hope. Despite of the challenges that you go through. And so many people die, commit suicide, and give up in life because they don't have hope. And in our next program, we'll discuss about hope, why people lose hope, what are the causes and the effect. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful moment you've given me this opportunity to share what I've learned and taught me of God. I thank you for my life. I thank you for my viewers and for anyone who's going to listen to me, Father. Let them listen. May you speak through me. Let them not see me, but let them see you, Jesus, Father. As we start this journey, may you start with us. And I believe and I trust that you are the one who sent me to do this. We shall do wonders. And everyone who is going to listen to this, their life will never be the same. Father, may you send the Spirit, your wisdom and understanding that, Lord, you may cancel every spirit of confusion that may destroy us and make us to fail and give up in life and give us this power of hope and faith to completely trust in you, to completely believe in your power in your word, because you promised to fight for us and to give us victory. If you claim this promise, Father, may you give us till the end, Father. It's a journey that is a long journey that is going to be on. Give us strength, be with us, fight for us, and give us victory in the name of Jesus.
Hosanna, oh Hosanna.